So officially good morning and welcome back to our class. Let's discuss today what data analysis, scatter plot, and a simple little graph can be done with Excel. So the first thing we're going to do is the data analysis. You go to data, click data analysis, and we choose the descriptive statistics. Please do remember that you do have to go to file, options, add-ins, but that has already been explained in another video, so that's why we started from here. Okay, first we selected the input range. Labels in first row should be selected. If it's not, please do. The output range also should be selected. It's not selected by default. It almost always starts with new worksheet. I'm gonna say to Excel what I want the table to come out. That's what output range does. And summary statistics, that's the information I actually want. I press OK, and there is a little bit of information. Let's do it again for wait. There's second. Please do change the output range, or you will erase the original table you had. There we go. We have age and we have weight. Let's give it a little bit of color so it looks nice. This is not something that you're asked to do in the exam, but it's fun to do. It looks prettier, if I do say so. So you go to insert now. From the options you select scatter, the first one. Excel this time did not fill it for me. If it doesn't matter. You're always going to start with select data. If it what's filled, you just remove what's here. You actually click it and select remove. In this case, we add. Please do not make the mistake of pressing the arrow in the first option. That is for the titles. If you do, you will get a really bad graph. And also, do not select the labels when you're doing the input range for the graph, because it will give you a wrong graph. There we go. And the last thing we do with the graph is go to quick layouts, select the 9th, the 9th, I think 9th. So, and you edit the titles. You go here, it says H, which we're measuring in H, and then we select the weights, which we're measuring in pounds. Okay, and last but not least is the actual table. Interval, frequency, last mark, percent accumulated, and percent accumulated. Okay, here we go. Sorry, there's a typo there. I want my rows to actually be the proper size. That's why I'm editing. I don't know yet how many intervals I'm gonna have. That's okay. We can just try it out. A little bit of color first. Okay, so I'm gonna choose intervals of 4. So I'm gonna start with 20, 4, 28, 32, 36. There we go. And because I said 4, let me now go ahead and input the limiting values. The limiting values is just one less than the next one. That's why it's 27, 31, no, one less than the next value. And once we have our limits, in this case you may be asking which one's the next one. With 40, it will be 39. Okay, so you can actually make a fake one if you need to. So how many numbers are between 20 and 23? We have 1, 2, 3. Remember that the limits are included, okay? 24 to 27, 1, 2, 3, 4. In this case, it's simple because the data is in order. It will not necessarily be always in order, so you gotta be careful with that. 28, 1, 2, 3, 4. I see I wrote a 4 here. It's actually funny. It's supposed to be a 27. Okay. So between 32 and 35. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll have 1 here. It's good to add them so I know how many numbers I have. Okay, the class mark is always the same. You're gonna add the limits. You're gonna divide them by 2. You can do it by hand if you wish. Here, because I'm already in Excel, I'm actually just doing a simple formula. But you do not have to do the formula in Excel. You can just do it by hand if you wish to, or you can do it in the simple calculator. It's just that because I'm already in the computer, I'm doing it straightforward. Okay, so that's the class mark. The percent, it's always going to be the frequency divided by the total of numbers, in this case 17, multiplied by 100. Okay? Same thing again. The frequency divided by the total of numbers multiplied by 100. I'm doing it one by one, but technically I don't have to. I could actually copy paste it in a certain way that Excel already has them all. Because because I wanted to see the whole process, I'm doing one by one. It does not have to be like that, okay? We want to have all our numbers to the second decimal, to 100. So now we're going to round. If you see, Excel does the rounding for you. You just click the number. Accumulated will always start with the basis of the frequency, and then you're literally going to add. That's why it's called accumulated. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 plus 4 is 11. 11 plus 5, it is 16. And 16 plus 1 is 17. You should get your total number at the end. That's how you know you did it correctly. And the percent is percent of accumulated. You're going to do the same process you did for the percent of the frequency, but in this time you're going to use the accumulated. So you're going to select the number, you're going to divide it by 17 because it's the total, and you're going to multiply it by 100.